Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Creeper World 4. That is right, we are back heading into the colony section yet again for Planet Wars number 6. That's right, we are on to number 6. Feeling pretty good overall, I think. I proudly present Planet Wars 6. I'm truly sorry this took so long for me to make. Took a break and forgot the story even existed. Have fun. That's right, we will indeed be having some fun. Planet War 7 is actually Planet War 7, and that's why it did not show up when I was searching for Planet Wars. So, searching for Ironstone themselves, we were able to find 7, so that will be next in the story, of course. Let's see where we go. We just saved hundreds of thousands of people on a planet. Feel pretty good about. Ooh, that's a lot of totems. Commander, I know you've just got done defending the capital. However, we need to secure our backs. Set up a base, turn on the walls, which are the totems. Go home. Good luck, Commander. Transmission end. Warning, virus detected named Sweats. Ooh, Sweats. Let's kill this creeper. Become more than a pawn under the creator, the Emperor. Virus terminated. Follow instructions. Okay, so interesting. Here we go. We have a little bit of a map here. Not too bad. Nothing too much, though. We have well, let's see. Nice square. We have our totems. They need about 20 lift deck per. Okay, so not too bad there in terms of totems. Nice little greenery patch over there. Nice little greenery patch down here. A little bit of an Ultrac down there. And some power sources, of course. Tree growing right in the middle of it. That tree is not going to last very long, unfortunately. Ultrac over here as well. So we do have some power. 300 every 0.5 emitter, so quite the emitter. A nice little set of green arm mothers. And, a 100 every 0.5, a 100 every 0.5, some more power down there. And a stash and some blobs. A couple of spores, not too many, and a couple more spores, but not too many. So yeah, not too bad overall. Step 1, we will be moving where we start. Of course, we're going to start somewhere where we're touching this Ultrac. Now, I'm going for the southern one, specifically for this patch of trees, right? Trees are good money for us, so definitely want that. And let's get going, right? And I guess we're gonna play on this so it looks nice, right? We're gonna start in the corner, work our way over, and then we'll work our way up from one of these, right? So this will be our upwards pathing. There we go, all the way up. Feels pretty good, and we definitely will want to get to this Ultrac, get to the blue light and things of that nature. Now that being said, we still have plenty of juice in the tank, right? So we're basically gonna fill up again. More power, more good. Unfortunately, it does impede with that Ultrac. It's a little bit of a shame, but that's okay. That's okay. We can reset. Just have a little bit off. See, that looks pretty good to me, except it's one off slightly. That's okay. That's okay. I'm okay with that. We'll finish it off, and I guess, we're going to have 200 energy. 200 energy is pretty decent. Not actually, it's not terrible. It's not great, though, because 200 energy, we're talking, 20-something of these towers, so these are going to go really fast. But that's okay. We'll build them up pretty quick. I do want to get to the bottom as fast as possible, though, so maybe we'll start, on this side. Yeah, there we go. Like that. So we'll hit these 4, and then we'll expand from there. We should definitely get to the trees relatively easily like that, and still have everything basically set up. So we have no hold, which is fine. We have to activate 24 totems, and we have an optional nullify the 6 enemies. So we will get to this optional point. Let's unpause, get things going, but you can already see the creep is coming for us, of course. We've basically drained our storage, as is expected, but look, we've already made it to the trees, which is awesome, because by making it to the trees, we're going to start making the money already. Look at that. See, we're actually in the positive. Feeling pretty okay about that. Our deficit is, not nothing, but it's not the most that it could be, right? We're starting to make a story even, which is great. I want to make a little bit more, and we're going to just really drain it, because we're going to make a bunch at once, right? That's the key. We're making a bunch, and then we're draining it. And then we're making a bunch, and then we're draining it. Because we want this juice, of course. So, feels pretty good. Not too bad. And, yeah, that'll be all we need there. So, our energy is looking, honestly, pretty fantastic, right? We can make all of the towers we need whenever we need them at this point. So, let's make sure we can just fill up the world. Let's fill up the world as we do. Because, we need as much as possible. We're gonna need some good stuff here, I think. Fingers crossed, though. We do want a factory, of course. And I did mess that up by one. Look at that. That is gross. And you know what? That's okay. We'll just put a couple of these in here just as connectors. A little bit gross. Don't really mind that much. We do want a factory, of course. We will want an urn port as well because, you know what? We have 6 urns just laying around. Might as well just grab them and we'll pop them in everything. You know, we'll get everything sorted out. And we can even work on some miners, of course. Now, normally I would go with miners for energy, but I think our energy is going to be set by the end. Oh, all right. You know what? We're going to miss a little bit of a row, but you know, I think this is going to be plenty for us. And yeah, I'm feeling pretty okay by that. Now, obviously, the problem spot right now is the fact that we don't have the energy to make all of these come on at once. Or do we? Let's see. We are making quite a bit more, though, so our store... Honestly, our store is doing pretty good. Way better than I expected it to. So again, feeling pretty okay by that. Yeah, let's just pop all of these on because they are going up nice and easy, and these are probably almost done already, which is even better. And that's going to allow us to do another row, of course. So keep these coming. We're going to want some pylons, of course, because you know what? That is one thing that I do know. So I think this will probably be maybe our last row, unfortunately. We'll do a little bit of that. Make sure we grab those because those will turn into trees. And let's plan out what we can do. We already have these coming in hot, which is awesome. Pylons, let's get them in. Let's get them going because, you know, we're going to need pylons to go to the blue light. You know, get out of here, Mr. Pylon. You are in a very poor place. There we go. Oh, this is looking... can we... Nah, there's no real way to do it. So, fantastic, all the way to the top. And we'll even make a couple that go, you know, to the front lines, right? So, to the front line there. That was not necessarily the best one, but that's fine. To the front line there. We'll grab one, like, over here to the front line. And we'll grab a couple that go down, of course, because, you know, we want them to go up, we want them to go down. We want the whole thing, of course. So, feeling pretty okay by that. And we'll just bring that down over here. I guess one over here as well, right? Right. Sounds pretty good to me. Plenty of pylons, and I guess we're going to start with just standard cannon defense, right? So the question is, will these build? And unfortunately, I don't think they're going to build right away. That might do. We'll get probably a little bit of a backup. This will cause a monstrous debt. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with a monstrous debt. Our energy is still going up pretty nicely. Plus, we're also gaining energy all the time. Look at our deficit. But we are starting to build all of the things. So it's feeling pretty okay. We might even be able to do a bit more of a hold than I was even expecting. And look at that. See? Just the line has been built. We have established it. Although this side is not looking so hot because we didn't necessarily have all of the connectors to the top yet, so a little bit of a problem towards the very tippy top, but everything else is looking quite nice. So now let's plan what we're gonna do, right? We obviously have some porters, we have some miners, but we also have some refineries. So let's get that refining away because clearly we're gonna need a whole slew of the juice, you know, the lovely green goo. That we make from these crystals. So we'll do something like that. Plenty of them, no problem at all. And we have, what specials do we have? We have platforms, shields, MRFs, and beacons, so that's good. We do need a couple of snippers, because you know what? They should be on the front line. They will protect our troops, and there will be blobs. So we're going to toss down a couple of those. Don't want to forget, because I am very keen on forgetting my snips. So the snipping will happen this time. Of that, I promise. There will be snipping. And last but not least, of course, we will want the Miskel defense, just because we don't want anything dropping in the back, because that's just gonna mess up all of our plans. So we don't need too many. We're not gonna go to the nth degree here. We're just gonna have just enough to cover basically everything, and that pretty much covers our entire side. We have mortars. We have air. We have nice spots for air as well. So we're gonna start. We're going to start building a runway. Runways take longer than anything else. Let's see how our juice is now that we're using everything. Looks like we're pretty good, though. We are pretty good, so yeah, let's just keep it going, right? Just keep things going. I am losing the towers by the trees, and that's okay. That's okay. To be expected. We'll even toss down a pylon over there, which will just help get the juice to the front lines that much faster. Our deficit is high, but we are building a whole slew of things. But luckily, the snips and the miscs have been done, and here our deficit's sort of evening out. Again, our energy is still going up thanks to our glorious times with the Earn port. And yeah, I mean we're just stable, right? We can hold, we can start to push now, or think about pushing at least, and we can dot in a few mortars, because you know the mortars will definitely push back on the foes, right? You know the cannons are good for sort of holding. The mortars will shoot in deep, especially with the extra range that's added. And yeah, that is the first glimpse at what we want to do. Now the question is, do we want to work on the center? Do we want to work on the sides? I mean, we could very easily probably push into one of these two sides. You know, these are not that bad. I mean, look at how much this is pushing compared to the center. Now, I guess the question is, where do we want our air to be? And I guess what we're going to do is we're actually going to sort of control the center, right? I don't really need to control the sides. But if we can control the center, you know, something like this, just this whole area, bomb everything, because we don't want the ripples from the back either. We could put it right on the emitter. But I think just controlling this whole area, the sides will sort of push naturally, as you can already see. They're kind of already doing it. And yeah, I mean, we can already just start improving thanks to our lovely mortar squad. We don't really need these along the sides, but that's just a little bit more juice. And you know what? Because we can, we'll just fill in these little spots that we're missing, because they're kind of gross looking, right? Kind of gross. Don't want to deal with it, and we don't have to. Oh my gosh! Look at our power already. Just so much power laying around at our feet. We can again do this. I do like mortars for the main pushing, because with all of the earn bonuses, they just have such range, right? They really push back against the depth of the creep, so to speak. This is starting to diminish nicely, which is fantastic. And we can even toss down another runway at this point, I think. I think another runway sounds pretty good to me, if I had to say so myself, so we'll toss down another one. We'll give it a dedicated pylon as well. I guess we could do MRIFs. Haven't really used MRIFs in this mode yet in a long time. So let's toss one there. Let's toss one up top. We'll toss one down at the bottom. And we'll toss one in the middle for now. We will go for more, of course. That is a thing that we will be doing. But for now, I'm pretty okay with just that. And then, of course, we will want more bombers, right? Bombers. That's what we're going to need. We may even put some MRFs down by the airfields. But for now, you know, the pylons are doing some pretty solid work as well. So I'm not super worried about it. Just like that, plenty of pylon action, plenty of energy. I mean, as you can see, look at this. We're already, I mean, the push is very real. We were barely able to hold the front line. And now with the added bonus of these planes that are here, our front line is just moving up. We can even do some craziness where we take the entirety of the world, hold G, because that should line them up, and we're just going to move them up just in a nice path. Bazinga. Now they do have the move speed, which is great, because the move speed will help so much. But look at this move. I don't even know how many snipers fired there, but look at how few losses we had for a move that great. You know, for me, I would normally lose like half of my team, right? I mean, let's be real. Literally like half of everything I had would have been destroyed there. I guess we'll go for those that mining spot very, very soon. But let's move forward again, because, you know, we're getting close. We're already getting close to turning on basically the entirety of these totems. So I guess the question is, do we want to turn them all on right away, right? We have enough green iron to turn on 18. How many are there? There's 24. Okay, you know what? We have plenty of green iron. I don't even know what I was thinking here. More than enough. You know, we can literally just go all the way up, connect everything together, and it's just gonna work. All of the totems should basically start to activate relatively quickly, and yeah, that's gonna be, I guess, the map technically. But we are gonna kill we are gonna not kill everything per se, but we will indeed take out all of our foes, of course. This set will be strictly for the bottom half, right? We have one in the middle. Let's work on the bottom. The green art is going out, but we're also getting it at a huge rate as well. We've no rockets, unfortunately. Rockets would be lovely. But none. No rockets for us. But look at this. The shields are coming online. It's pushing everything back. Gotta love it. You know, there is the achievement. Or not the achievement. The completion of the map, which is fantastic. And yeah, our units themselves, they're just going to move up another go. I do love the fact that we can just move them up in these monstrous squads right now. And with this down at the bottom, I expect the bottom to fall relatively quickly. It's going to be pretty nice for us. We have plenty of energy. We can even add, you know, just another set behind, right? Just another whatever this is of mortars. Just add it to the back. Drain our resources really, really quick. But look at how fast we push into this. This is almost not even fair, you know? Oh man, the towers were not perfect there. Ooh, that's nice. That's a nice set of towers right there. Again, we're just sort of trucking along. We're already almost to nullifying that. This is basically nullified already. I mean, between the Air Force and the moving squad, there's just not a whole lot that they're going to be able to do. So yeah, looks like all of our mortars have just reset themselves, and we're just gonna move in quite again. This should get us a couple of nullifications. This should also get us probably this stash basically getting to a low point. You know, we're probably gonna add another M-Rift or two as well. Let's toss one up here. Let's toss one up here. And let's toss one down here. We're getting plenty of ore right now. I am not super worried. Nullification the first, going in. Ooh, is it? Yeah, it is. Let's make sure it has some juice. I really should pylon up. I know I am just using MRFs right now, but you know what? It's working. I'm feeling kind of okay with that. Ooh, did this not connect up? Interesting. There was just not enough connection points there. That was my fault for those units. But that's okay. You know, this emitter going down. Nullification right there. Nullification right there. Nullification right there. This looks pretty good to me if I had to say so myself. And yeah, we didn't even make the miners down there. Shh, it's okay, it's okay. Yeah, this is quite a handy map. Ooh, looks like the I don't know, I'm just going to add a couple of specific mortars for here, because, you know what, right now, the only thing that's going to stop us is when an egg pops, and, you know, ooh, can we, oh, it has to be down below. That's fine, that might do it with all of the extra mortars. There we go, so that's been nullified. This, ooh, not getting nullified because, of course, all of the bad things. So let's just completely surround it at this point, you know? No more holding G at this point. We're just going to completely surround it. Same thing with over here. Let's just get a nice surround going on. And yeah, that's just going to cut everything down. We're going to grab this squad right here. And now I think it's time just to put one set right on the emitter, right? The rest can clean up the rest. You know, I want the map to be clean anyway, so that's going to feel pretty good if you ask me. But I mean, there is not much that anything can do at this point to stop us. So yeah, feels good, but feels bad at the same time because, you know, they wanted to, they tried. We'll move up slightly. This will also help. And then once this nullifier is on, we'll move them up. But since this nullifier is on, we're just going to move this core up. And yeah, we're down to just a couple of nullifications left. Not going to be too bad for us at all, of course. Just make sure power is going out. I did lose some power on the sides. It was my fault, but ooh, there we go, there we go. Beautiful. Looks like we got it. Everything is looking good. Yeah, there's no creep behind, there's no creep around. All creep is just coming from these. The stash is out, which just means nullification. There we go. No more eggs. That's the big surprise. So I think this nullifier will end the map. Now that being said, there's still a little bit of creep over here. Let's just spread them out. Have them go over there. You boys, go over there. That's fine. Head on down. Couple of these. Get up to there. Want to make sure there's no creep left, of course. And yeah, that is not too bad if you ask me. Beautiful. Gotta love it. There we go. Bazinga. Optional objective obtained. This is almost done. How much creep? We're down to 4 creep, and it's like all right there. Is it? 0 creep left. We have done it. Beautiful. Beautiful. Not too bad, not too bad. There we go. Whoa, Datch, you beast, you. Um, definitely, quite the beast. Totems, yeah, Dib definitely kicked our butt there, and so did Wapti. But, overall, I'm feeling pretty good about the times, less than 8 minutes, and then 12 minutes for the nullification. Feel pretty good. There we go. So this has been Planet Wars 6. Next time, let's see where we go with Planet War 7, not Wars. That way we know for sure. But thank you so much for joining me. I will catch you next time. Hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and let's see where the story goes. Thank you so much. Take care.